Hi, and welcome to the second hour of Focal Point on AFR Talk, this Monday edition of Focal Point AFR Talk. A couple things that have to do with the season. We are heading into the Christmas season. Brussels, by the way, this is another nod to Sharia law, which is now ascendant in many places in Europe. Brussels, Belgium, has banned a Christmas tree in the center of the city because they are concerned that Muslims might find it offensive. So they're going to replace it with an electronic winter tree that'll take the place of the traditional Christmas tree and nativity scene at the center. Now, as you heard on the news, we are calling now for a 2-month boycott of Gap, Old Navy, and Banana Republic. They consistently refuse to acknowledge Christmas in their advertising. It's Holiday This, Holiday Wonderland, Holiday Anthem, Holiday Picks, Holiday Gift Guide, but you won't find the word Christmas anywhere. They're all part of one corporation, Gap, Old Navy, and Banana Republic. That's the Gap company is the name of the, I think the name is Gap Inc. is the name of the parent company of Gap, Old Navy, and Banana Republic. They have turned their back on Christmas, so we think maybe it's time for consumers to turn their backs on them. In fact, you can go to gap.com and type the word Christmas in their search bar, and you get 0 results. I mean, nothing, not a zip. Word Christmas is not even on their website anywhere. In fact, you do it on the Old Navy website, oldnavy.com, you get an error message pops up. Now, speaking of the old Christmas deal, a couple of quick things. Operation Christmas Child, this is the last day. You still got an opportunity to participate. Fill a shoebox. You can go to afr.net, get all the information you want. You can call 800-809-3882, 800-809-3882, or go to afr.net, get all the information you need about what to put in this shoebox and where the collection centers are. There are 3,500 of them. This is the last day for the collection center, so it's not too late. Grab a shoebox, fill it up with some stuff. You might even have the stuff you need around the house and take it to one of these collection centers. 100 million of these have gone out since the project was started in 1993. And also one last thing on the Christmas motif. We have our new Christmas buttons. They are available now. What the button says this year, beautifully designed button, it says, Jesus, he came for you, Merry Christmas. So here you got the culture out there. You got Old Navy, you got Banana Republic, you got the Gap out there trying to pretend Jesus Christ never existed, trying to get the American people to ignore the name of the holiday, the meaning of the holiday, the reason for the holiday. And here's an opportunity for us to take a stand and boldly proclaim that Christmas is about Christ. So the inscription on the button, Jesus, he came for you, Merry Christmas. Great conversation starter. Could even be a witnessing tool. You can get these buttons in packs of 10 up to boxes of 250. So wear them, share them, give them to your friends, people in your Sunday school class. Debbie hands these things out like chocolates to our, we have a group of couples we frequently have dinner with. She hands it out to them. We've got a cell group. She hands it out to them. We've got people at church. She hands them out to them. So it's a great way to get these in circulation. A great opportunity for churches to buy a box of these and make them available to the people in their fellowship, a way to bear witness to Christ at the time where we as a nation celebrate and commemorate his birth, his first advent. You can call 877-927-4917. That's 877-927-4917. Or you can go to afr.net. Again, 877-927-4917. Or you can go to afr.net and order your Christmas buttons today. Now, in the last part of this segment, I want to talk about this Hostess thing just for a second, because people are missing the big story here. They're missing the major story. The story that they are missing is that the best diet-reducing food on the planet is being taken off the shelves. And I'll explain that in just a moment. Now, a lot of people out there are blaming the collapse of Hostess and the Twinkies and the Ho-Hos and the Ding Dongs. They're blaming it on Bain Capital type investment. And sure enough, there is a private equity firm that kept Hostess Twinkies from going under about 3 years ago. It's a company by the name of Ripplewood. It's run by a guy named Tim Collins. Now, here is the deal about Tim Collins. This guy is a card-carrying Democrat. So when people are out there, you're having conversations with somebody saying, isn't it horrible what Bain Capital type companies have done to Hostess? Taken a good company, they've cannibalized it, they've stripped it clean, they put the money in their pockets, and then they've left all these people without their jobs. You can point out, hey, the guy that did this to them is a Democrat. His name is Tim Collins, works with a company called Ripplewood. Now, it's not a private equity firm that killed Hostess. It is unions that killed Hostess. Absurd union benefits and rules. Now, Hostess might get saved. They might get bought out by a company, so the brand may be saved. But here is what killed this company. This is a Texas-based company owned by the private equity shop Ripplewood Holdings. That's the one run by the big-time Democrat, Tim Collins. Friday, they shut down their 33 bakeries, their 565 distribution centers, and they're going to fire 18,500 employees en masse. Now, they posted sales in 2011. They've got about 500 discount bakeries. Those are going to stay open until they run out of product. But they posted sales of $2.5 billion in 2011. Now, you think that'd be enough to run a shop. You make $2.5 billion. How in the world do you lose money? Well, here's how. They lost $341 million. Their cash flows down to the point that they cannot handle the union work stoppage. Remember, the Teamsters are all for it. They accepted the terms. It was the Bakers Union that put their foot down. They're going to walk out, and they just can't survive more than a few days. Just don't have the cash flow to be able to do it. And by the way, the Teamsters want a private vote. Remember, these are the people. It's got to be card checked, got to be out in the open. Everybody can see it. Now they want a secret ballot at Hostess to see if people want to stay on the job. So all of a sudden, the union is the one that's out there clamoring for a secret ballot. Now, the snack giant endured $52 million in workers' comp claims in 2011. $52 million in workers' comp claims in 1 year. They have 372 collective bargaining agreements. This required the company to maintain 80 different health and benefit plans, 40 pension plans, and mandated a $31 million increase in wages and health care and other benefits for 2012. Now listen to this. This is what the union deal. Union work rules usually required cake and bread products to be delivered to a single retail location using 2 separate trucks. Again, that's just for jobs. So 2 jobs instead of 1. If it's cake, it's got to go in a different truck than if it's bread. Drivers weren't allowed to load their own vehicles, so they got to pay somebody else to do that, even though the driver could do it. And the workers who loaded the bread weren't allowed to load cake. So you got to have 2 more jobs for them. Somebody to load the cake in the cake truck. Driver can't do it. Got to have somebody paid to do it. Somebody load the bread into the bread truck. On most delivery routes, another employee moved products from back rooms to shelves. 18,500 jobs lost, 11% of the new jobs created in October. Focal Point, back AFR Talk.